No bother at all, brother. I've been an operator now nearly 45 years. I started back in 78, maybe 79. And I was lucky. My grandfather was a crane operator who taught my father, who became a crane operator, who taught me, who became a crane operator. I love it. I operate mobile cranes, crawler cranes, tower cranes. I have several licenses because each type of crane you have to have a certification and a license for that crane, which has to be renewed every 5 years. If you're thinking of getting your CDL license, I would definitely get those because the highest paid operators run the mobile cranes. These are the cranes that you see driving up and down the road, and you have to have a CDL in order to drive those. And then you have to have a second license, which is the operator's license, and those licenses come in different size categories. Now, when I started out, they used what's called oilers. These were people that worked around cranes, became familiar with the cranes, took care of them, maintenance, repairs, and after a couple of years, you got into a seat. Now, what they have now are crane operating schools around the U.S. But this is one of the more credited certifications you can get right here, the NCCCO, National Certification of Crane Operators. You can go to their website here, the nccco.org, and they have a list of cranes that you can certify for. And usually, most of the time, what they do is when you go into the school, you take a test and find out your best capabilities, and they match you up with that crane. The mobile cranes are the hardest one to get. That test I take every 5 years, and it makes me a nervous wreck. But I tell you, I absolutely love the job. I love crane operating. And although there's more than a dozen crane operators with the company I work for, there's only 3 of us licensed to run everything out here. So it's a much larger burden on me because I put in more hours than anyone else, sometimes doubles, because I'm certified for the gantry cranes, the tower cranes, and the mobile cranes as well. And I have to take 2 separate crane tests every 5 years. I don't know a great deal about the schools. I think depending on which ones you go to, I've heard they last anywhere from 10 weeks to 12 weeks. But if you've been in the military, the VA does have loans that they can give you for these schools. The company I work with, that's all we hire from these schools. And I think a lot of these schools also give you a loan. And I believe the loan is probably a little bit over $10,000. Don't quote me on that. But check out the link there. Go to their website and seek out more information. Find the locations of the school nearest you. And if you have any more questions, don't hesitate to come back here and ask. Hope that helps.